Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Marketing Insights. My name is Dr. Derek Barron. I am a sports chiropractor. My wife, Teresa Barron, who is here with me sometimes, is a physical therapist and athletic trainer. We have put together Practice Insider's Edge along with our Grow platform to help private practice healthcare professionals grow and scale their practice. Today, I have another one of our presentations. It's not going to be as long. I won't hold you as long as I have in the past, but it's a really unique one in the fact that it's about what can help you keep your practice standing out from your competition. So let me slide this or share this deck with you here. So what makes your practice stand out? The 5 ways to use your unique selling point to separate you from your competition. So let's dive into this presentation today. So here are the 5 things we're going to cover. Number 1, what keeps patients coming back. Number 2, find a problem, then solve it. Number 3, keep a keen eye on your competition. Number 4, identify your niche or what we call your ideal patient. And then number 5, make doing better health with you easy. Kind of sounds odd, but it's important. Again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. That's my wife, Terry. We, again, are looking to help private practice healthcare professionals grow and scale their practice. If you have any questions during the presentation, by all means, drop them in the comment section, or you're always welcome to reach out to us individually as well and send us a DM. So your practice's point of difference is what sets you apart from your competition, and it basically is what we would call your competitive advantage. Now, many practices offer similar services, identifying this unique selling point, that it can be a successful transition of just being part of the crowd to standing out from the rest of the crowd, especially in your community. The way we help people do that is what we call our practice leverage method. On the very bottom, it's our practice foundation. That's what every single practice has to have, is a true practice foundation. But right there, that first one where it says patient foundation and the perfect patient, this is what gives you your unique selling point to the patients that are in your community. Or if you do online presentations, it's a great way for you to be in front of them. And that's what we do inside of our practice leverage method in our membership site, is we help people identify their perfect patient, and then you build your marketing around that as well for the practice. So what keeps patients coming back? Rather than scratching your head wondering what makes your practice special, talk to the people who are actually booking the appointments with you. Basically ask your patients, what do they appreciate about your practice? What do your long-term patients, or why do those long-term patients keep coming back? And then what's the perceived value of your service? You're not going to know that unless you ask. You'll see that in reviews, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But as it says here, the best way to get that feedback is by asking reviews, and you just simply have to ask. Positive reviews can help identify what differentiates you, while negative reviews can show you where improvements need to be made. It can be a win-win. Nobody likes to win from the negative reviews, but if it's a way in which it can help you and your practice grow and scale and succeed more than your competitors, it's what you want to do. Second point is find a problem, then solve it. So what are the common frustrations you hear from your patients? Often finding a solution to their common problem, or where there is a hole in the industry or in your community, is a great point that differentiates you from the others. So consider this. Mike is a busy guy, but often feels uncertain about his low back, and he states it always gives out. We've heard that before, no matter what type of a healthcare practitioner you are. Now, unfortunately, he can't find a practice to discuss his issues at work, which might affect his long-term health. So he did a Google search for low back pain relief. Now, if that was the case in your community, would your practice be found, or would a competitor be found? By identifying problems and solving them, your practice can stand out against competitors stuck doing work that's always been done. We want you to be different. We want you to have your unique selling point and be a difference in your community. Number 3 would be keep a keen eye on your competition. Being aware of your competition is key, and here's why. Understanding their point of difference makes it so that you aren't promoting the exact same thing of theirs. As a chiropractor, it's hard to say that what I do is different than many other chiropractors that are out there, but I was a sports and rehab. That was what my niche was. It was weekend warriors. It was high school athletes where we practiced in. our practice called Integrity Sports Medicine. So you need to find the right angle that shows off how you are different. That would be if people are doing videos on Instagram or TikTok right now, or YouTube or Facebook, wherever it is, highlight those types of patients that would speak to the other ones in your community that you can bring in to attract. And more importantly, should also be keeping an eye on what your competition isn't doing to help determine your practice's competitive advantage. As mentioned in the last section, keeping an eye on the market offerings are and what your patients are asking for is a great way to identify some of these opportunities to differentiate your practice. Fourth point is identify your niche. Who is your perfect patient in your community? It's impossible to be everything to everyone, or as we typically say, treat grandparents to grandkids. Everybody can do that and will do that. But when it comes to marketing, you must find a niche and speak to that niche often to make you the go-to practice for that type of niche in the area. So rather focus on a niche that what you would specialize in. By specializing in a specific patient niche, you can focus on the skills or services that uniquely benefit that patient. For myself, I didn't really see children that often or infants. Every once in a while, a friend or a family member would bring that in, but there was almost zero marketing to me treating infants or kids, young kids that were in sports or that kind of situation. Yes, we did that. Our middle schoolers and our teens in high school, that was our niche, but I never focused anything on treating, Webster technique or doing any of that because that just wasn't my wheelhouse, as you would say. So being the best at delivering or a specific solution to their unique situation enables you to maximize revenue, building stronger patient relationships. Now consider this. Sarah's knee is swelling after squats and only a 3K run. She wasn't satisfied with a recent MD visit and she's looking for someone to help her. Is she finding you? Are you marketing to runners? Are you marketing to athletes? Are you at running events, or are you working out yourself, being where you can be presentable that helps you be in that position? The practice Sarah chooses will be the one that knows their niche and markets directly to them. This is your point or your difference, which is your biggest selling point, so that others know about it. And then 5, make doing healthcare with you easy. I know this kind of sounds odd, but one way to stand apart from your competition is by making it very easy to schedule patient visits with you online. People like to follow the path of least resistance. So no matter how awesome your service is, your patients don't really want to feel like they're going through a bunch of obstacles to book an appointment online. Make it easy to book appointments online or leverage text messaging so they don't have to pick up the phone to ask a question. Make payments a hassle-free process by accepting all forms of payments from credit cards to ACH or credit debit. And then defining your unique point of difference might take a little bit of time and some creativity, but once you've figured out what you have that makes you special, you have a selling point that will help your practice shine above the rest. And again, we do that with our clients through the practice leverage method. We make sure the foundational elements are in place. Then we take them from where that red brain is on the bottom left, the patient foundation, walk them all the way through that up to creating lead magnets that'll speak directly to that perfect patient. Then we turn on the practice accelerators after you've converted those prospects into patients in your practice, and we push them across into doing more marketing for you and your practice. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. You are welcome to call or text me on that number below if you have any questions. Let me drop this out of here, come back to you face to face. So again, it's Dr. Derek Barron. If there are any questions that you have on your USP or unique selling position or proposition, or how to define your ideal patient, by all means, please feel free to reach out to me, drop a comment in the section below, or send me a DM. Again, we're here to help you grow and scale your practice on so many levels. Let us know how we can help. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.